if you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go on some steel? Putting on the red, bang down on the left, high brown, down left, on this bed, putting on the ring. That's where me every girl goes every Thursday evening with her elbows on her elbow. And come with me with that juicy thing, love to be put on the bed.
Nursery of Arts. I am arrived from fruitful Lombardy, pleasant garden of great Italy, and by my father's love and leave, am armed for his goodwill and thy good company, my trusty servant. Here, let us breathe and happily institute a course of learning and studies. These are renowned great citizens. Gave me my being and my father first. Imagined a great traffic through the world. Vincentio's son, brought up in Florence, shall come to deck his fortune with his virtuous deeds. And therefore, Tranio, at the time I study virtue, and then part of philosophy will I apply the treats of happiness, with virtue specially to be achieved. Tell me thy mind, for I am Pisa left in Padua come, as he that takes a shallow splash to plunge him in the deep, for so fit seeks to quench his thirst.
Pardon me, gentle master mine. I'm at all affected as yourself, glad that you thus continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, good master, while we do admire this virtue and its moral discipline, let's be no stoics. Music and poetry used to quicken you. The mathematics and the metaphysics fall to them as you find your stomach serves you. No profit grows where is no pleasure taken. In brief, sir, study what you most affect.
Ah, thank you, Tranio. Well dost thou advise. But if Bianca were come ashore, we could at once take a lodging fit to entertain such guests as time and Padua shall beget. Stay a while.
Master, some show to welcome us to town. Importune me no farther. For how I firmly am resolved, you know. That is, not to bestow my youngest daughter before I have a husband for the elder.
If either of you both love Katherina, well, because I know you well and love you well, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
To cart her, mother, she's too rough for me. How now, Hortensia, will you, any wife?
I pray you, sir, if you will to make a stale of me among these mates.
Mates, maid? How mean you that? No mates for her, unless you were of gentler father.
E-face, sir, you shall never need to fear. Love is halfway to her heart, and if it were, and I've no doubt we should comb your noddle with a three-legged stool and paint your face and use you like a fool.
From all such devil's good thought to deliverance. And me, good lord.
Hush, Master. Here's some good past sight to
to walk. That wench is stark mad or wonderful forward.
But in the other silence do I see a maid's mild behaviour and sobriety. Peace, Tranio. Well said, master. Shh, mum, and gauge your feeling.
Gentlemen, so I may soon make good what I have said. Bianca, get me in. Let it not displease thee, good Bianca, but I shall love thee nevertheless, my girl.
A pretty Pete! Best put finger in the eye and sheen you why!
Sister, content you in my discontent. Sir, humbly to your pleasure I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to learn and practice by myself.
Hark, Tranio. Mayst hear me never speak.
Signor Baptista, will you be so strange? Sorry am I that our goodwill affects Bianca's grief.
Yes, but why will you mew her up, Signor Baptista, for this fiend of hell, and make her bear the penance for her tongue?
Gentlemen, content.
Go in, Bianca.
And for I know she takes the most delight in music, instruments, and poetry, schoolmasters will I keep within my house, fit to instruct her youth. If you, Hortensio, or you, Senor Gremio, know of any such, refer them hither, for to cunning men I will be very kind, and liberal to mine own children in good bringing up. So farewell. Katherina, you may stay. I have more to commune with Bianca.
Why, sir, I trust I may go too, may I not? What? Should I be appointed out as though be like I knew not what to take and what to leave? Ha!
You may go to the devil. Your gifts are so good. Here's none will hold you. Their love is not so great, Hortensio. But we may blow our nails together and fast it fairly out. Our cake's dough on both sides. Farewell. And yet, for the love I bear my sweet Bianca, if I can by any means light up on a man fit to teach her that wherein she delights, I will wish him to her father.
So will I, Signor Gremio. But a word, I pray. Though the nature of our quarrel never yet brooked parley, know now, on advice, it touches us both, that we may yet again have access unto our fair mistress, and be happy rivals in Bianca's love, to labour and effect one thing special.
What is that?
Marry, sir, get a husband for her sister.
A husband? A devil?
I say a husband.
I say a devil. Thinkest thou, Hortensio, though her father be very rich, any man is so very a fool as to be married to hell?
Tush, Gremio. Though it pass your patience and mine to endure her loud alarms, why man there be good fellows in the world, if man could light on them, would take her with all faults, if there were money enough.
I cannot tell. But I had as lief take her dowry upon this condition, to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
Faith, as you say, there is small choice in rotten apples. But come, since this bar-in-law makes us friends, it shall be friendly maintained. By helping Baptista's eldest daughter to a husband, we set his youngest free for a husband, and then have to it afresh. Ah, sweet Bianca. Happy? The man that runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Signor Gremio?
I am agreed. And would I had given him the best horse in Padua to begin his wooing, that would thoroughly woo her, wed her, bed her, and rid the house of her. Come on.
Pray, sir, is it possible that love should of a sudden take such hold?
Oh, Tranio, till I found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. But see, while idly I stood looking on, I found the effect of love in idleness, and now in plainness do confess to thee, Tranio. I burn, I pine, I perish, if I achieve not this young modest girl. Help to me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
Master, it is no time to chide you now. Affection is not rated from the heart. If you love the maid, naught remains but so. Redime te captum quam queis minimum. buy yourself out of slavery for as little as you can get away with. Master, you look so longingly on the maid. Perhaps you mark not what's the pith of all.
Oh, yes. I saw sweet beauty in her face, such as the daughter Agenor had, which humbled great Jove to her hand.
Saw you no more? Marked you not how her sister began to scold and raise up such a storm that mortal ears might hardly endure the din?
Tranio, I saw her cold lips move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet was all I saw in her.
Nay then, 'tis time to stir him from his trance. I pray, awake, sir. If you love the maid, bend thoughts and wits to achieve her. Thus it stands. Her elder sister is so cursed and shrewd that, till the father rid his hands of her, master, your love must live a maid at home. And therefore has he closely walled her up, because she will not be annoyed with suitors.
What a cruel father's he. But he took great care to get those cunning schoolmasters to instruct her.
Aye, sir. I have it. Master for my hand. Both our inventions meet and jump in one.
Tell me thine first.
You will be schoolmaster and undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device.
It is. It is. May it be done.
Not possible. For who shall bear your part and be in Padua here, Vincentio's son? Keep house and ply his book, welcome his friends, visit his countrymen, and banquet with them.
Enough. Content thee, for I have it in full. We have not yet been seen in our own house, nor can we be distinguished by our faces of man or master. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be master, Tranio, in my stead. Keep house and port and servants as I should. I will some other be, some Florentine, some Neapolitan, or meaner man of Pisa. 'Tis hatched and shall be so. Take my coloured hat, and take my coloured cloak. When Bianca comes, he waits on thee, but I will charm him first to keep his tongue.
So had you better. In brief, sir, if it is your pleasure, and I am tied to be obedient, so as your father charged me at our parting, be serviceable to my son, quoth he, although I think it was in another sense. I am content to be Lucentio, because so well I love Lucentio.
Be so because Lucentio loves, and let me be a slave to achieve that young maid whose sudden sight hath enthralled my wounded eye. Here comes the rogue. Sirrah, where have you been?
Where have I been? No. Where are you? Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes? Or you stolen his? Or both? Pray, what's the news?
Sirrah, come hither. 'Tis no time to jest. Therefore frame your manners to the time. Your man Tranio here, to save my life, put my clothes and countenance on, and I, for escape, have put on his. For in a quarrel, since I came ashore, I killed a man, and fear I was described. Wait on him, I charge you, as becomes, while I make way hence to save my life. You understand?
I, sir? Ne'er a whit.
And not a jot of Tranio in your mouth. Tranio is changed into Lucentio.
Ah, the better for him, but I was so too.
So could I, faith, to have the next wish after, that Lucentio indeed had Baptista's youngest daughter. But, sir, not for my sake, but your master's. I advise you use your manners discreetly in all kind of companies. When I am alone, why then I am trying. But in all places else, your master, Lucentio.
Tranio, let's go. One more thing rests to make thyself one among these wooers. If thou ask why, suffice it that my reasons are both good and weighty.
Verona, for a while I take my leave to see my good friends in Padua. And above all, my best beloved and approved friend Hortensio. And I know that this is his house. Here, row me out. Knock me, I say.
Knock, sir? Who should I knock? Sir, a man has refused your worship.
No, knock me here and knock me soundly.
Knock you here, sir? Why, sir, what am I, sir, that I should knock you here, sir?
Villain, I say knock me soundly here at this gate, or I'll knock your knave's pate.
My master has grown quarrelsome. I should knock you first, but then I know after who comes by the worst.
Will it not be, Mistress Faith? If you'll not knock it, I will ring it.
Masters, help! My master is mad!
Now knock me at the gate as I bid you.
My good friend Rubio, and my good friend Petruchio. How do you all at Verona?
Oh, Signor Hortensio, come you to part the fray? Con tutto il cuore ben trovato, may I say.
Alla nostra casa benvenuto. Molto onorato, signor mio Petruchio. Oh, rise, Rubio, rise. We will compound this quarrel.
Nay, 'tis no matter, sir, what he alleges in Latin. If this be not lawful haste for me to leave his service. Look you, sir, he bid me knock him and rap him soundly. It's fit for a servant to use her master so.
Senseless villain, Signor Hortensio, I bade her to knock upon your gate and could not get her for my heart to do it.
Knock at the gate. Oh. Spake you not these words plain?
Mistress, knock me here, rap me here, knock me well, and knock me soundly. And come you now with knocking up the gate.
Lady, be gone, I warn you, or stop speaking.
Petruchio, patience. I am Grumia's pledge. Why, this is a heavy chance twixt her and you. You're ancient. Trusty. Pleasant. Servant, Grumia. But tell me, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua here from old Verona?
Such winds as scatter young men throughout the world.
Young man.
To seek their fortunes far from home where small experience grows. But in a few, Signor Hortensio, thus it is with me. My father Antonio is deceased, and I have thrust myself into this maze, haply to wive and thrive as best I may. Crowns I have in my purse, and goods at home, and so on, come abroad to see the world.
Oh, Petruchio, shall I then come roundly to thee, and help thee to a shrew, ill-favoured wife? Thou wouldst thank me but little for my counsel, and yet I'll promise thee she shall be rich, and very rich. But thou art too much my friend, I'll not wish thee to.
No, Signor Hortensio, betwixt such friends as we, few words suffice. Therefore, if thou know one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, be she foul, old, cursed, shrewd, or worse, she moves me not, or at least not removes affection's edge in me, were she as rough as the swelling Adriatic Sea. I come to wive it wealthily in Padua. If wealthily, then happily in Padua.
Nay, look you, sir, suppose you flatter what his mind is. Make him gold enough and marry him to a puppet, or an old trot with ne'er a tooth in her head. Although she have as many diseases as 52 horses, why nothing comes amiss, so money comes withal.
Petruchio, since we are stepped thus far in, I will continue that which I broached in jest. I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife, with wealth enough, and fair and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, that is faults enough, is she is intolerable cursed, and shrewd, and forward. And so beyond all measure, that were my state far worse than it is, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Hortensio, please. Thou knowest not the gold's effect. Tell me her father's name and 'tis enough. I will board her though she chide as loud as thunder when the clouds in autumn crack.
Her father is Baptista Minola, an affable and courteous gentleman. Her name is Katharina Minola, renowned in Padua for her scalding tongue.
Well, I know her father, though I know her not. He knew my deceased father well. I shall not sleep, Hortensio, until I see her. Therefore, may I be so bold as to give you over at this first encounter, unless you will accompany me thither.
Oh, pray you, sir, let him go while this humour lasts. On my word, and she knew him as I do, she would think scolding would do little good upon him. She may perhaps call him half a score names or so. That's nothing. And he begin once, he'll rail. You know him not, sir.
Tarry, Petruchio, I must go with thee, for in Baptista's keep my treasure is. He hath the jewel of my life in gold, his youngest daughter, beautiful Bianca. And her withholds from me, and others more, suitors to her, and rivals in my love. supposing it a thing impossible, that ever Katherina will be wooed, therefore this order hath Baptista. None shall have access unto Bianca, till Katherina the Cursed hath got a husband.
Katharina the Cursed. The title for a maid of all titles the worst.
Now shall my friend Petruchio do me grace, and offer me, disguised in sober robes, to old Baptista as a schoolmaster, well seen in music, to instruct Bianca, so that I may, by this device, at least have leave and leisure to make love to her and unsuspected court her by herself.
See how to beguile the old folk, these folk lay their heads together. Master, look about you. Who goes there?
Peace, Grumia, it is a fellow rival of my love, Petruchio, standing by one.
The proper stripling, with a geriatric Casanova.
Very well, I have perused the note. Hark you, sir. I'll have the books very fairly bound. All books of love, see that at any hand. And see you read no other lectures to her, you understand me? Over and above Signor Baptista's liberality, I'll mend it with a largesse. Take your note too. And let me have them very well perfumed, for she is sweeter than perfume itself to whom they go. What will you read to her?
Whatever I read for her, I'll plead for you. As for my patron, stand you so assured, as firmly as you were still in place. Yea, but perhaps with more successful words than you. Unless you were a scholar, sir.
This learning, what a thing it is.
Oh, this woodcock, what an ass it is.
Peace, woman. Grumia, none. God save you, Signor Grumia.
Ah, Signor Hortensio, you are well met. Trow you whither I am going? To Baptista Minola. Yes, I promised to inquire carefully for a schoolmaster for the fair Bianca. And by good fortune I have lighted well upon this young man. For learning and behaviour fit for her turn, well read in poetry and other books. Good ones, I warrant you.
'Tis well, and I, better gentleman, have promised to help me to another, a fine musician, to instruct our mistress, so that I will be no whit behind in duty to fair Bianca, so beloved of me.
So beloved of me, and that my deeds shall prove.
That his wallet shall prove.
Romeo, 'tis no time to vent our love. Listen to me, and if you speak me fairly, I'll tell you news indifferent good for either. Here is a gentleman whom by chance I met, upon agreement from us to his liking, will undertake to woo cursed Katherina, yea, and marry her if her dowry please.
So said, so done is well. Hortensio, having told you all her faults.
I know she's an irksome, brawling scold. If that is all, masters, I hear no harm.
No, says me so, friend. What countryman?
From Verona, old Antonio's son. My father dead, my fortune lives for me, and I do hope good days and long to see.
Oh, sir, such a life with such a wife were strange. But if you have a stomach, to it in God's name. You'll find me assisting you in all. But will you woo this wildcat?
Will I live?
Will he woo her? Aye, or I'll hang her.
Why came I hither but to that intent? Have I in my time not heard lions roar? Have I not heard great ordnance in the field and heaven's thunder in the skies? Have I not heard the seas puffed up with wind rage like an angry boar chafed with sweat? In the midst of pitched battle have I not heard neighing steeds, trumpets clang, and loud alarums? And you tell me of a woman's tongue that gives not half so much a blow to hear as doth a chestnut in a farmer's fire? Tush, tush, frightened boys with bugs.
For he fears none.
Hortensio, hark! This gentleman is happily arrived, and my mind presumes for his own good and ours.
I promised we would be contributors and bear the charging of his wooing whatsoever.
And that we shall, provided that he win her.
I would that I were sure of a good dinner.
Gentlemen! God save you! If I may be bold, tell me, I beseech you, which is the readiest way to the house of Signor Baptista Minola?
He that has the two fair daughters, is it he, you mean?
Even he, Biandello.
Hark you, sir. You mean not her to...
Perhaps him and her, sir. What have you to do?
Don't her that chides at any hand, I pray.
I love no chiders, sir. Biandello, let's away.
Well begun, Tranio.
Sir, a word, there you go. Are you a suitor to the maid you speak of, yea or no?
And if I be, is it any offence?
No. If without more words you get you hence.
Why, sir, I pray, are not the streets as free for me as for you?
But so is not she.
For what reason, I beseech you?
For this reason, that she is the choice love of Signor
Hortensio. Softly, my masters. If you be gentlemen to do me this right, hear me with patience. Baptista is a noble gentleman, to whom my father is not all unknown, and were his daughter fairer than she is, she may more suitors have, and me for one. Fair lady's daughter had 1,000 wooers. Then well, one more may fair Bianca have, and so she shall. Lucentio shall make one.
This gentleman will outtalk us all.
Sir, give him his head. I know he'll prove jade.
Hortensio, to what end are all these words?
Sir, let me be so bold as to ask you. Did you ever yet see Baptista's daughter?
No, sir, but here I do that he hath two. The one is famous for a scolding tongue, as is the other for beauteous modesty.
Sir, the first is for me. Let her go by.
Leave that labour to great Hercules.
Understand you this of me in sooth. Her father and the young lady for whom you hearken, her father has forbidden all access of suitors and will not promise her to any man until her older sister is wed. The younger is then free, but not before.
If it be so, sir, that you and a man must stead us all, and me amongst the rest, and if you break the ice, do this feat, achieve the elder, set the younger free for our access, then whosoever's hap shall be to have her, will not so graceless be as to be ingrate.
Sir, you say well. And well do you conceive. And if you do profess to be a suitor, you must, as we do, gratify this gentleman, to whom we all rest generally beholding.
Sir, I shall not be slack. In sign whereof, please you may contrive this afternoon, and quaff carouses to our mistress' health, and do as adversaries do in law. Strive mightily, but eat and drink as friends.
Excellent, let's be gone.
The motion's good, be it so. Petruchio, I shall be your warm welcome.
Of all the men alive, I never yet beheld that special face that I could fancy more than any other.
Oh, no! Minion! Thou liest! Is Hortensio?
Oh, if you affect him, sister, here I swear I'll plead for you myself, that you shall have him.
Oh, then belike. You fancy riches more. You will have Gremio to keep you fair.
Oh, is it for him you do envy me so?
Oh!
Nay, then you jest. And I now well perceive you have but just
this insolence? Bianca, stand aside. Poor girl. She weeps. Go ply thy needle. Meddle not with her. For shame, thou devilish spirit. Why dost thou wrong her that did thee wrong thee? When did she cross thee with a bitter word?
Oh, her silence flouts me, and I'll be the
In my sight! Get thee in, Bianca!
What? Will you not suffer me? Nay. Now I see. She is your treasure. She must have a husband, and I must dance barefoot on her wedding day. Talk not to me. Sit and weep and find occasion of revenge.
Was ever gentleman thus grieved as I?
Signor, no! Excuse me, Mr. Good morrow, neighbour Baptista.
Good morrow, neighbour Gremio. God bless you, gentlemen.
And you, sir. Pray, have you got a daughter called Katherina, fair and virtuous?
I have a daughter, sir. Katharina?
You are too blunt. Go too gently, softly.
Signor Gremio, you wrong me. Give me leave. I'm a gentleman of Verona, sir, who, having heard of her beauty and her wit, her bashful modesty, her wonderful accomplishments, her mild behaviour, am bold to show myself, to make mine eye the witness of that report which I so oft have heard. And I would like to make you a gift of a man of mine, cunning in the music and the mathematics, to instruct her fully in these sciences, whereof I know she is not ignorant. Accept of him, or you do me wrong. His name is Licio, born in Mantua.
You're welcome, sir. And he, for your good sake. But for my daughter Katharina, this I know, she is not for your turn, but more my grief.
I see you do not mean to part with her, sir, or else you do not like my company.
Mistake me not. I speak but as I find. Whence are you, sir? What may I call your name?
Petruchio is my name, son of Antonio and of Verona.
I know him well. You're welcome for his sake. Saving your tale, Petruchio, let us, that our poor petitioners, speak too.
Signor...
Just dino momenta. You are marvellous forward.
My pardon, Signor Gremio, but I would fain be doing.
I doubt it not, sir, but you will curse your wooing. Neighbour, this is a gift very grateful, I am sure of it. To express the like kindness, myself, that am more kindly beholding to you than any, to freely give unto you this young scholar, that hath been long studying at Rheims, as cunning in Greek and Latin and other languages as the other in music and mathematics. His name is Cambia. Pray accept his service.
1,000 thanks, Sir Gremio. Welcome, Cambia.
No, gentle, sir. He thinks you walk like a stranger. May I be so bold as to know the cause of your coming?
Pardon me, sir. Lucentio is my name. The boldness is mine own, that, being a stranger in this city here, do make myself a suitor to your daughter, unto Bianca, fair and virtuous. Nor is your firm resolve unknown to me in the preferment of the eldest sister. This liberty is all that I request, that, upon knowledge of my parentage, I may have welcome amongst the rest at Poole, and free access and favour as the rest. And, toward the education of your daughters, I here bestow a simple instrument, and this small packet of Greek and Latin books. If you accept them, sir, then their worth is great.
Lucentio is your name. Of whence, I pray?
Of Pisa, sir, son to Vincentia.
A mighty man of Pisa. By report, I know him well. You are very welcome, sir. Take you the lute, and you the set of books. Go see your pupils presently. Ah, you there, Sirach. Come on. Lead these gentlemen to my daughters. Tell them both that these are their tutors, and bid them use them well. Come on, Ed. We will go walk a little in the orchard, and Then to dinner. You are passing welcome.
Signor Baptista, my business urges haste, and every day I cannot come to woo. You knew my father Antonio, and in him me, heir to all his lands and leases, and which I have bettered rather than decreased. Tell me, if I get your daughter's love, what dowry would I have with her to wife?
After my death, the 1/2 of my lands, and in possession 20,000 crowns.
Well, for that dowry I will assure her in all my lands and leases whatsoever. Shall specialities be drawn between us, that covenants may be kept on either hand?
Aye, when the special thing is well obtained, that is her love.
Why, I tell you that is nothing, father. For I am as peremptory as she proud-minded, and when two mighty fires meet, they do consume the thing that feeds their fury. Small fires with small winds grow, but great gusts can blow out fire and all. And so I to her, and she yields to me. For I am rough and woo not like a babe.
Well mayst thou woo, and happy be thy speed. But be thou armed for some unhappy work.
Aye, as mountains are for winds that blow continuously.
Good morning, sir. Why dost thou look so pale?
Oh, fear, I promise you, if I look pale.
What? Will my daughter prove a good musician?
I think she'll soon prove a soldier. Iron may hold with her, never lutes.
Canst thou not break her to the lute?
No, but she broke the lute to me. I did but tell her she mistook her frets, and bowed her hand to teach her fingering, when with a most impatient, devilish spirit, frets call you these, quoth she. I'll show you fretting. And with that, she struck me on the head, and through the instrument my pate made way. I stand amazed for a while, out on the pillory, looking through the lute, while she did call me rascal, fiddler, and twangling jack. With 20 such vile terms, if she'd studied to misuse me so.
By the world, that is a lusty wench. I long to meet her. I love her 10 times more than ever I did. I long to have some chat with her.
Well, go with me and be not so discomforted. Proceed in practice with my younger daughter. She is apt to learn and is grateful for good terms. Signor Petruchio, will you come with us, or shall I send my daughter Kate to you?
I pray you do. I'll attend her here and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that she rail. Why then I'll say she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. Say she frown, I'll say she looks as clear as mountain roses freshly washed with dew. Say she be mute and will not speak a word. Why then I'll commend her volubility and tell her she utters piercing eloquence. If she bid me pack, why then I'll give her thanks as if she'd bid me stay by her a week. And if she deny to wed, why then I shall crave the day that we can ask the banns and when be married. Soft. Here she comes. And now, Petruchio, speak. Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard, or are you something hard of hearing? They call me Katherina, that do talk of me.
You lie in faith, you called plain Kate. Well, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the Cursed. But Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom, Kate of Kate Hall, by super dainty Kate, the dainties are all Kates. And therefore, Kate, take this of me, Kate, of my consolation. For hearing thy virtue praised in every town, thy modesty sounded, and thy beauty described, though not as deeply as to thee belongs, myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved in good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew at first you were unmovable.
Why, what's unmovable?
A jointed stool.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
And women are made to bear, and so are you.
No such jade as you, if me you mean.
Oh, come, Kate, I will not burden thee for knowing thee to be but young and light.
Too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should buzz.
What? Taken like a buzzard?
Come, you wasp, if faith you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
Well, then my remedy would be to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool could find where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp does wear his sting? In his tail.
In her tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours. And if you talk of tails and so...
Come, Kate, come. Now, good Kate, come again. I am a gentleman.
That I'll try.
I swear I'll cuff you if you strike me again.
If you strike me, you are no gentleman.
Oh, no. Ow. Come, Kate, come. Ow. Look not so sour, Kate.
It is my fashion when I see a crab apple.
Well, there's no crab apple here, therefore look not sour.
There is!
Then show it me.
Had I a mirror, I would.
You mean my face?
Well, aimed for such a young one.
Yes, by St. George, I am too young for you.
Yet you are withered.
'Tis with cares.
I cannot!
Ah, no, in faith you escape not so, Kate.
I chase you, my tally. Let me go!
Another wit. I find you... I find you passing courteous. You told to me you were rough and coy and stubborn. And now I find report of... And now I find report of very liar. For thou art gamesome, passing courteous, but soft in speech and sweet in talk. Now canst not frown, thou canst not look askance, thou canst not bite the lip as angry wenches do, but thou with mildness greets thy wooers, with conference soft and affable. Why does the world report that Kate doth limp? Oh, slanderous world! Kate, like the hazel twig, is straight and slender, in the same hue as hazelnuts, and yet sweeter than the kernels. Oh, let me see thee walk. Thou dost not limp.
Oh, go, fool!
Oh, did ever Diane so become a grove as Kate this place with a princely gate? Oh, be thou Diane, and let her be Kate, and let Kate be chaste, and yet let Diane be sportful.
Where did you study all this goodly speech?
It's extemporized from my mother wit.
A witty mother, witless her son.
Am I not wise?
Yes, keep you warm.
Well, so I mean to, Kate, in your bed. So now, setting all this chat aside, thus it is in plain terms. Your father has consented that you shall be my wife, your dowry agreed upon, and will you, nill you, I will marry you. Kate, I am a husband for thy turn. For by this light whereby I see thy beauty makes me like thee well. Thou must be married to no man but me, but I am he that is born to tame you, Kate, and to take you from a wild Kate to a Kate conformable as other household Kates. Here comes your father. Never make denial. I must and will have Katherina to my wife.
Now, Senor Petruchio, how speed you with my daughter?
How but well, sir, how but well. 'Twould be impossible for me to speed amiss.
How now, daughter Katharina? Down in the dumps.
Call you me, daughter. Now, I promise you, you have shown me a tender father regard to wish me wed one madcap ruffian and a swearing jack that thinks with oaths to face the matter out.
Father, 'tis thus. Yourself and all the world that talk of her have talked amiss of her. For if she is cursed, it is for a reason. She is not forward, but gentle as the dove. She is not hot, but temperate as the morn. For patience she would make a second Griselle, and a Roman Lucretia for her chastity. In brief, we have agreed so well that on Sunday is the wedding day.
I'll see thee hanged on Sunday first.
Hark, Petruchio, she says she'll see thee hanged first.
Is this your success? Then good night our part.
Patience, gentlemen. I choose her for myself, and if she and I be pleased, what's that to you? 'Tis bargained betwixt us twain, being alone, that she shall still be cursed in company. I tell you, it is incredible to believe how much she loves me. Oh, the kindest Kate. She hung around my neck, and kiss upon kiss she plied so fast, with oath upon oath, that, well, in a twink she had won me to her love. You are novices. 'Tis a world to see when men and women are alone. How tame a mean wretch can make the curses through.
Give me your hand, Kate.
I'll to Venice to buy wedding garments. Father, prepare the feast, invite the guests. I will be sure that my Katherina will be fine.
I know not what to say, but give me your hand. God send you joy, Petruchio. 'Tis a match.
We will be meant to see. Well, I must to Venice. Sunday comes apace. We shall have rings and things and fine array. Kiss me, Kate, for we will be married on Sunday.
Never was match clapped up so suddenly.
Again I seek is quiet in the match.
No doubt he has got a quiet catch. But now, Baptista, to your younger daughter. This is the day we long have looked for. I am your neighbour, and was suitor first.
And I am one that, like Bianca, more than words can witness, or your thoughts can guess.
Youngling, thou canst not love so dear as I.
Greybeard, thy love doth freeze.
And thine doth fry. Stand back, boy. 'Tis age that nourisheth.
But youth in ladies' eyes that flourish.
Gentlemen, content ye. I will compound this strife. 'Tis deeds must win the prize, and he of both that can assure my daughter the greatest dower shall have my Bianca's love. Say, Signor Premio, what can you assure her?
First, as you know, my house within the city is richly furnished with plate and gold, basins of silver to wash her dainty hands. My hangings, all of Tyrian tapestry.
Tyrian?
In ivory coffers I have stuffed my crowns. In cypress chests my costly apparel, tents, canopies, fine linen, turkey feather cushions embossed with pearl, balance of Venice needlework in gold, pewter and brass, and all things that belong to house and housekeeping. Then, at my farm, I have 100 dairy cows to the pail, 60 fat oxen standing in my stalls, and all things answerable to this portion. Myself, and struck in years, that I must confess, but if she will just be mine, then all this will be hers if I die tomorrow. If, whilst I live, she will be only mine.
That only came well in. Sir, listen to me. I am my father's heir and only son. If I may have your daughter to my wife,
I'll leave her houses 3 or 4 as good within rich Pisa's walls as anyone else in your gremio has in Padua. And besides, 2,000 guineas by the year of fruitful land, all which will be her jointure. What? Have I pinched you, Senor Gremio?
2,000 guineas by a year of land? My land amounts not to so much at all. That she shall have, besides an argosy that is now docked in Marseille harbour. What, have I choked you with an argosy?
Gremio, 'tis known my father have no less than 3 great argosies, besides 2 galleasses and 12 tight galleys. These will I assure her, and twice as much as whatever thou offerest next.
Nay, I have offered all. She can have no more than all I have. If you like me, she shall have me and mine.
Why then the maid is mine from all the world. By your firm promise, Gremio is outbid.
I must confess, your offer is the best. And let your father make her the assurance. She is your own. Else, you must pardon me. If you should marry for him, where's her dower?
That's for the cavil. He is old, I young.
And may not young men die too?
Gentlemen, I am resolved. On Sunday next, as you know, my daughter Katherina is to be married. Now, on the Sunday following, shall Bianca be bride to you, if this you assure. If not, Senor Gremio.
So I take my leave, and thank you. Adieu, good mate. Now I fear thee not. Sirrah Gamester, your father would be a fool to leave thee all. And an old Italian fox is not so kind, my boy.
A vengeance on your crafty withered hide! Yet I have faced it, and 'tis in my head to do my master good. I see no reason but supposed Lucenti must get a father called supposed Vincenti. And that's a wonder. Fathers commonly do get their children, but in this case of wooing, a child shall get a sire if I fail not of my colour.
Forward, sir. Have you so soon forgot the entertainment our sister Katherina welcomed you withal?
What, kindling merchant? This is the patroness of heavenly harmony, so give me leave to have prerogative, and when in music we have spent the hour, your lecture I shall have pleasure for as much.
Preposterous ass! I've never read so far to know why music was ordained. Was it not to refresh the mind of man after his usual studies? And give me leave to read philosophy. And while I pause, serving your harmony.
Sir, I will not bear these times of thine.
Why, gentlemen, you do me double wrong. To strive for that which rests in my choice. I am no fledgling scholar in the schools. I'll not be tied to hours nor pointed times, but learn my lessons as I please myself, and to cut off all strife. Here sit we down. Take ye your instrument, play the whiles. His lecture will be done ere he have you.
That will be never. Tune your instrument.
Where left we last?
Here, madam. Hic ebat simva, hic est sigia tellus, hic steterat priami regia salsacent.
Construe them.
Hic ebat, as I told you before, simva, I am Vincentio, hic est, son unto Vincentio of Pisa, Sigillus, disguised thus to get your love. Hic steterat, that's Lucentio that comes a-wooing. Priami is my Mantranio. Regia, playing my part. Celsa senis, that we might fool the old pantaloon.
Mistress, my instrument's in tune.
Let's hear. Oh, fine. The treble jars.
Spit in the hole, man, and tune again.
Now, let me see if I can construe it. Hic ibat simois, I know you not. Hic est sigia tellus, I trust you not. Hic steterat priami, take heed he hear us not. Regia, presume not. Celsa senis, despair not.
Mistress, my instrument is now in tune.
Oh, but the bass.
The bass is bright. 'Tis a bass knave that jars. How fiery and forward our merchant is. Now for my life. Believed I've caught my love. I want you better yet.
I may believe, yet I mistrust.
Mistrusted not. For sure, Mercedes was called Ajax after his grandfather.
Oh, I must believe my master, else I promise you, I should be still arguing upon that doubt. But let it rest. Now, Licio, to you. Good masters, take it not unkindly, pray, that I have been thus pleasant with you both.
You may go walk. And give me leave a while. My lessons make no music in 3 parts.
Are you so formal, sir? Well, I must wait and watch withal. I be deceived. Our fine musician grows amorous.
Madam, before you touch the instrument, to learn the order of my fingering, you must begin with rudiments of art. To teach you scales in a briefer sort, more pleasant, perfect, and effectual, than hath been taught by any of my trade. Oh, and here it is in writing, fairly drawn.
Why, I am past my scales long ago.
Yet read the scales of Hortensio.
Scales, I am, the ground of all accord, A, Ray, to plead Hortensio's passion, B, me, Bianca, take him for thy lord, C, far, Do, that loves with all affection, D, sol, Ray, 1 clef, 2 notes have I, E, la, me, show pity or I die. Call you these scales? Tut, I like them not. Old fashions please me best. I am not so nice to change true rules for old inventions.
Oh.
Missus, your father prays. You leave your books and help to dress your sister's chambers up. You know tomorrow is the wedding day.
Farewell, sweet masters both. I must be gone. I must be gone.
Oh, faith, mistress. Then I have no cause to stay.
But I have cause to pry into this merchant. Methinks he looks as though he were in love. Well, if thy thoughts, Bianca, be so humble as to cost thy wandering eyes on every stale, if once I find thee ranging, Hortensio will quit thee by changing.
appointed day that Katherina and Petruchio should be married. And yet we hear not of our son-in-law. What will be said? What mockery will it be to want the bridegroom, when the priest attends, to speak the ceremonial rites of marriage? What says Lucentio to this shame of ours?
Shame but mine. I must forsooth be forced to give my hand opposed against my heart to one mad-brained Ruthby for a spleen, who woos in haste and means to wed at leisure. I told you, he was a frantic fool, hiding his bitter jest beyond blunt behaviour, and to be noted for a merry man, he'll woo 1,000, appoint the day of marriage, make feasts, invite friends, and yet proclaim the banners but never means to wed where he have wooed. Must the world point at poor Katharina and say, "Lo, there is mad Petruchio's wife"?
Patience, good Katharina, and Baptista too. Upon my life, Petruchio means but well, whatever fortune stays him from his word. Though he be blunt, I know him passing wise. Though he be merry, yet withal he seems honest.
Would Katharina had seen him though! Oh, it was me!
Go, daughter. I cannot blame thee now to weep, for such an injury would vex a very saint, much more a shrew of thy impatient humour.
Master! Master! News, old news, and such news as you've never heard of.
Is it new and old too? How may that be?
Why, is it not news to hear of Petruchio coming?
Is he come?
Why, no, sir. He's coming.
Well, when will he be here?
Well, when he stands where I am and sees you there.
Let's see what's like old news.
Master, Petruchio is coming in a new hat and an old jerkin, an old pair of breeches thrice turned, a pair of boots that have been candle cases, one buckle, another lace, and an old rusty sword taken from the town armoury with a broken hilt. His horse, hipped with an old mothy saddle and possessed with swollen glands, lockjaw, leg ulcers, bed sores, a hernia, hives, worms, arthritis, osteobite and postnasal drip. And he's not need to.
Who comes with him?
Why, sir, he's lackey. For all the world, comparison like the horse, with a linen stock on one leg and a kersey boot hose on the other, a red and blue gartered list, and an old hat. A monster, a very monster in apparel, and not like a Christian gentleman's lackey.
'Tis somewhat humour pricks him to this fashion. Yet oftentimes he goes but mean apparel.
I'm glad he's come, howsoever he comes.
Why, sir, he comes not?
Didst thou not say? He comes!
Who, the Petruchio came?
I, the Petruchio came!
No, I say his horse comes with him on his back.
Why, that's all one!
Nay, a horse and a man is more than one.
You are welcome, sir. And yet I come not well.
Yet you live not.
Not so well apparelled as I wish you were.
Is it better that I should rush in thus? Where is Kate? Where is my lovely bride? How does my father? Gentles, methinks you frown. Wherefore do you stare as if you see some wondrous monument or some comet or a prodigy?
Sir, you know this is your wedding day. First we were sad, fearing you would not come. Now, sadder that you come so unprovided. Fie, doff this habit. Shame to your respect. And I saw to our solemn festival.
And tell us, what occasion of import have all so long detained you from your wife and sent you hither so unlike yourself?
Tedious it were to tell and harsh to hear. Suffice it to say that I am here to keep my word, although in some part been forced to digress, which when I have more leisure I shall fully explain to thy satisfaction and yours. But where is Kate? The morning wears, we should be at church.
See not your bride in these unreverent robes. Go to my chamber, put on clothes of mine.
Not I promise you. Thus I shall visit her.
But thus I trust you will not marry her.
But sooth even thus, and therefore have done with words. To me she's married, not unto my clothes. What a fool I am to chat here with you, when I should find my bride and seal the title with a lovely kiss.
He hath some meaning in the mad attire. We will persuade him, be it possible, to put on better ere he go to church.
I will after him and see the event of this.
To our love concerns us to add her father's liking, which, as I before imparted to your worship, I am to get a man, whatever he be, it skills not much, will fit him to our turn, and he shall be Vincentio of Pisa, and make assurance here in Padua of greater sums than I promised. So shall you quietly enjoy your hope, and marry sweet Bianca with consent.
Were it not still for my fellow schoolmaster, doth watch Bianca's steps so narrowly, 'twere good methinks to steal our marriage, which, once performed, let all the world say no. I'll keep mine own despite all of the world.
That by degrees we mean to look into, and watch our vantage in this business. We'll overreach the grey-beard Gremio, the narrow-prying father Minola, the quaint musician amorous Licio, all for my master's sake, Lucenti.
Signor Gremio, came you from the church?
As willingly as ever I came from school.
And are the bride and bridegroom coming home?
Oh, bridegroom, you say? A grumbling groom, and that the girl shall find.
Juster than she? Why, 'tis impossible.
Why, he's a devil, sir, a devil, a very fiend.
Why, she's a devil, a devil. She's the devil's grandmother.
Ah, she's a lamb, a dove, a fool to him. I'll tell you, Sir Lucenti, when the priest should ask if Katherina should be his wife, "Aye, by God's wounds," quoth he, and swore so loud that, all amazed, the priest let fall the book. And as he stooped to take it up again, the mad-brained bridegroom took him such a cuff that down fell priest and book and priest.
What said the wench when he rose again?
Trembled and shook, for why he stamped and swore as if the vicar meant to trick him. This done, many ceremonies done, he calls for wine. "A health," quoth he, as if he had been aboard, carousing to his mates after a storm. Then he quaffs the wine, and throws the sops all in the sexton's face, having no other reason but that his beard grew thin. This done, he takes the bride about the neck, kissed her on the lips, with such a clamorous smack, that at the parting all the church did echo, and I, seeing this, came thence for very shame, and I know that after me the crowd comes. Never was such a mad marriage before. And, oh, hark, I hear the minstrels.
I thank you all for your pains. I know you think to dine with me today and have prepared great store of wedding cheer, but thus it is. My business urges haste, and so I mean here to take my leave.
It's possible you will away tonight?
I must away today before night comes. Make it no wonder. If you knew my business, you would urge me to go rather than stay. But gentle company, I thank you all who have watched me and beheld me give myself away to this patient, sweet and virtuous wife. Drink with my father, drink a health for me, for I must go, and so farewell to you all.
Let us entreat you stay till after dinner.
It may not be.
Let me entreat you.
It cannot be.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
Are you content to stay?
I am content you should entreat me to stay, yet not stay. Entreat me how you can.
Now, if you love me, stay.
Grubia, my horse.
Aye, sir, they be ready. The oaks have eaten the horses.
Nay, do what thou canst. I will not go today, no nor tomorrow, not till I please myself. The door is open, sir, there lies your way. You may be jogging till your boots are green. For me, I'll not be gone till I please myself. 'Tis like you will prove to be a jolly surly groom that takes it on the first so roundly.
Pray thee, Kate, be not so angry.
I will be angry. What hast thou to do? Father, be quiet. He shall stay at my leisure.
Aye, marry, sir. Now it begins to work.
Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman may be made a fool of if she had not spirit to resist.
Aye, forward to the banquet. You that await on the bride, attend her. Go, dine with my father, eat, carouse full measure. Be merry, be happy, or go and hang yourselves. But for my darling Kate, she must with me. Never look big or angry, nor stamp nor stare. I will be master of what is mine. Here she stands, touch her who dares. I'll bring mine action against the proudest of you that stops my way in Padua. Grubian, draw forth thy weapon, we are beset with thieves. Fear not, gentle maiden, I'll buckler thee against a million.
Oh, put me down! Put me down!
Nay, let them go. A couple of quiet ones. Went they not quickly, I should die laughing.
Of all mad matches, never was the like. Mistress, what's your opinion on your sister?
That being mad herself, she's madly mated.
I'll warrant him, Petruchio is Katie.
Neighbours and friends, though bride and bridegroom once want to supply the places at the table, you know there wants no junkets at the feast. Lucentio, you will take the bridegroom's place, and let Bianca take her sister's room.
Shall sweet Bianca practice how to bride?
She shall, Lucentio. Come, gentlemen, let's go.
Wilt thou make a fire? Or shall I complain on thee to our new mistress?
my duty. My master and mistress were almost frozen to death.
There's fire ready. Therefore, good groom you the news.
By such news as before.
Come, you are so full of coney catching.
I therefore fire. I've caught extreme cold. Oh. Well, where's the cook? Is supper ready? House trimmed? Cobwebs swept? Serving men in their new uniforms? Be the jacks fair within, Jills fair without, carpets laid and everything in order?
They are. Therefore, I pray thee news.
First, no. My horse is tired. My master and mistress fallen out.
How?
Out of their saddles and into the dirt. Thereby hangs a tale.
Let's have it, good groom you.
Then lie here.
Oh, this is to feel a tale, not hear a tale.
That's just called sensitive news. This was but to knock at your ear and beseech listening. Now I begin. First, we came down a foul hill. My master riding behind my mistress.
Both of one horse?
What's that to thee? Tell thou the tale.
Oh.
But, had thou not crossed me, thou should have heard how her horse fell, and she under her horse. Thou should have heard in how miry a place, how she was filthy, how he left her with the horse upon her, how he berated me because her horse stumbled, how she waded through the dirt to pluck him off me, how he swore, how she prayed that had never prayed before, how I cried, how the horse ran away, how her bridle was burst, how I lost my crop, with many things of worthy memory, which now shall die in oblivion, and thou go unexperienced to thy grave.
By this reckoning, he is more true than she.
Aye, that thou and the best of you shall find when he comes home. What talk I of this? Call forth Nathaniel, Joseph, Cook, Philip, Walter, Sugarsop, and the rest. Let their heads be sleekly combed and their coats brushed. Are they ready?
They are.
Call forth.
Do you hear? Boy, you must come forth and meet your master to countenance your distress. Welcome home, groomie.
Hannah, groomie.
Hello, Grumia.
How now, old girl?
Welcome you. How now you? What you, fellow?
You. And thus much for greeting. Now, my spruce companions, is all things ready and all things neat?
All things are ready. How near is our master?
Even at hand, alighted by this hour, and therefore...
Where be these knaves?
Silence. I hear my master.
What? No man at the door, hold my stirrup and take my horse? Where be Nathaniel?
Joseph. Here's sir. Pizza.
Here, sir, here, sir, here, sir. Here, sir. You long-headed, unpolished grooms. What? No attendance, no regard, no duty? Where's that foolish knave I sent before?
Yes, sir, as foolish as I was before.
You peasant, you worthless workhouse drudge. Did I not bid you meet me in the park and bring along these rascal knaves with thee? Well, go, rascals, go, get my supper in. Welcome, King. Where's the life that late I led? Where's it gone? Totally dead. Oh, sit down, Kate, sit down and welcome. Come on, come on. Will you take my boots off? Where are you, rascal? Where's the fun I used to find? Where's it gone? Gone with the... Oh, you plucked my foot aright. Take that. Mend off the plucking with the other. Bring in some water here, what ho? Where's my dog Troilus? One Kate that you must kiss and be acquainted with. Troilus. Ah, there. Oh, she's lovely. Where are my slippers? Shall I have some water? Ah, now, Kate, wash and welcome heartily. Whoreson villain, will you let it fall?
Patience, I pray! 'Twas a force unwilling!
You whoreson, beetle-headed, flappy-eared knave! Go on, get it! Come, Kate. Come. Sit. I know you have stomach. Will you give thanks, sweet Kate, or shall I? Heavenly Father, we most resolve. And what's really good to know must live but still. But blessed was the blessed fruits of it. And as we make it up, we thank you. And furthermore, let it be said, some vegetables, as of all of its that comes with this and evermore. Amen. What's this? Mutton?
Aye.
Who brought it?
I did, sir.
He's burnt, and so is all the meat. What dogs are these? Where's the rascal cook? How durst thou, villains, bring this from the dresser and serve it to me thus, but love it not? There, take it to you, plain straight. You heedless joltheads and unmannered slaves. What? Do you grumble? I'll be with you straight.
Patience, I pray you. The meat was well. If you were so contented.
I tell thee, Kate, it was burnt and dried away, and I expressly am forbid to touch it, for it engenders choler and anger. 'Twere better that we both should fast, for of ourselves are choleric. Fear not. Tomorrow shall all be mended, and for tonight we'll fast for company. Come, I will bring thee to thy bridal chamber.
Philip, didst ever see the like? Oh, he kills her in her own humour.
Where is he? He's coming.
Thus have I politically begun my reign, and 'tis my hope to end successfully. She ate no meat today, nor shall she. Last night we slept not, nor tonight we shall not. As with the meat, some undeserved fault I'll find with the making of the bed. And here I'll throw the pillow, there the bolster, this way the coverlet, the other way the sheets. I, amid all this hurly, I shall maintain that all is done in reverent care of her. This is the way to kill a wife with kindness, and thus I will curb her mad and headstrong humour. He that knows a better way to tame a shrew, let him speak now. 'Tis charity to show.
Is it possible, friendly Joe, Mistress Bianca doth fancy any other but blue gent? I tell you, sir, she bears me fair in hand, sir, and such as
by you in what I have said. Stand you by, and mark the manner of his teaching. Shh!
Mistress, profit you in what you read.
What master read you? First result me that.
I read that which I profess the art to love.
Ah, then may you prove, sir, master of your art.
Well, you, sweet dear, prove mistress of my heart. Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.
Oh, come in.
Quick, proceed as married! Now tell me, you that dost swear that your mistress Bianca loved none in the world so well as Vincentio.
Oh, my love!
Oh, my love.
Oh, despiteful love! Unconstant womankind. I tell thee, Licio, this is incredible.
Mistake no more. I am not Licio, nor a musician, who wandered scorn to live in this disguise. No, sir, that I am called Hortensio! Ow!
Signor Hortensio, I have often heard of your entire affection to Bianca, and since mine eyes are witness of her likeness, I will with you forswear Bianca and her love forever.
See how they kiss and court! Signor Luce, here is my hand. And I do solemnly vow never to woo her no more, but do forswear her as one unworthy of all the favours I have so fondly flattered her with all.
And here I take the unfeigned oath, never to marry with her, though she would entreat me.
Fie on her! See how beastly she doth court me.
With all the world I be quite forsworn. For my oath, that I shall keep mine part, I shall be married to a wealthy widow, ere 3 days pass, that hath long loved me as I have loved this proud, disdainful, haggard. Farewell, Signor Lucentio. Kindness in women, not their beauteous looks, shall win my love. And so, I take my leave. In resolution, as I swore before. Ah, yes.
Mistress Bianca, bless you with such grace as belongeth to a lover's blessed case. Nay, I have taken you napping, gentle love, and have forsworn you with Hortensio.
Tranio, you jest. But have you both forsworn me?
Mistress, we have. Then we are rid of Licio. In faith, he'll have a lusty widow now that shall be wooed and wedded in a day.
God give him joy.
Aye, and he'll tame her.
He says so, Tranio.
Faith, he has gone unto the taming school.
The taming school? What, is there such a place?
Aye, mistress. And Petruchio is the master that teaches the tricks 11 and 20 long to tame a shrew and charm her chattering tongue.
Oh, master, I have watched so long, I am dog weary. But at last I spied an ancient angel coming down a hill who will serve the turn.
What is he, Bianca?
A master of urchins or a pedant, I know not what, but formal in apparel, in gait and countenance, surely like a father.
And what of him, Tranio?
If he be credulous and trust my tale, I'll make him glad to see Vincentio, and give assurance to Baptista Minola as if he were the right Vincentio. Take in your love, and then let me alone.
God save you, sir.
And you, sir! Travel you far on, or are you at the farthest?
Sir, at the farthest for a week or two, but then out farther, and as far as Rome, and so to Tripoli, if God lend me life.
What country, I pray?
Of Mantua.
Of Mantua, sir! Marry, God forbid, and come to Padua, careless of your life.
My life, sir? How I pray, for that goes hard.
Is this for anyone in Mantua to come to Padua? Know you not the cause? Your ships are stayed in Venice, and the Duke, for private quarrel twixt your Duke and him, have published and proclaimed it openly. 'Tis marvel but that you were but newly come. You might have else heard it proclaimed about.
'tis worse for me than so, for I have bills for money by exchange from Florence, and must here deliver them.
Well, sir, to do you courtesy, this will I do, and this I will advise you. First, tell me, have you ever been at Pisa?
Aye, sir, in Pisa have I often been. Pisa, renowned for grave citizens.
Among them know you one Vincentio?
I know him not, but I have heard of him, a merchant of incomparable wealth.
He is my father, sir, and sooth to say in countenance somewhat doth resemble you.
As an apple doth an oyster.
To save your life in this extremity, this favour will I do you for his sake. Think it not the worst of your fortunes that you are like to serve Vincentio. His name and credit shall you undertake, and in my house you shall be friendly lodged. So shall you stay till you've done your business in the city. If this be courtesy, sir, accept of it.
Sir, I do, and will repute you ever, the patron of my life and liberty.
Then go with me to make the matter good. This, by the way, I let you understand. My father is here looked for every day to pass assurance of a dower in marriage twixt me and one Baptista's daughter here. In all these circumstances, I'll instruct you. Go with me to clothe you as becomes you.
Not a word. Therefore thou lovest it not, and all my pains is sorted to no proof. Here, take this dish away.
I pray thee, let it stand.
The poorest service is repaid with thanks, and so shall mine be before you touch the meat.
I thank you, sir.
Signor Petruchio, fine. You are to blame. Come, Mistress Kate, I'll bear thee company.
Much good do it to thy gentle heart. We shall to thy fathers with silken caps and coats and golden rings and frocks and all manner of things and beads and fripperies galore. It shall be a wonderful. What hast thou done? Tailor stays thy leisure to deck thy body with his ruffling treasure. Come, tailor, let's see these ornaments, lay forth the gown. What's the news with you?
Here is the cap which your worship did bespeak.
This was moulded on a porridge bowl. It's a velvet dish. A cockle, a walnut shell. It's a trick, a toy, it's a baby's cap. Come away with it, I'll have a bigger.
I'll have no bigger. This does fit the time, and gentlewomen wear such caps as these.
And when you are gentle, you shall have one too, and not until then.
That will not be in haste.
Why, sir, I trust I may have leave to speak, and speak I will. I am no child, and no babe. Your betters have enjoyed me say my mind, and if you cannot, best you stop your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart conceiving it will break. And rather than it shall, I will be free, even to the uttermost as I please in words.
Why, thou speakest true. It is a poultry cap. It's a bauble, a custard coffin, a silken pie. I love thee well in that thou likest it not.
Love me, or love me not. I love the cap, and it I will have, or else I'll have none.
Thy gown, why I? Come, tailor, let's see this gown. Oh, mercy God, what masking stuff is this? Is this a sleeve? It's like a cannon. All cut up, cut down like an apple tart. Here a snip and a snash, and there a nip and a tuck. What in devil's name, tailor, what callest thou this?
Oh, missus, she'd like to have neither cap nor gown.
You bade me make it carefully and well according to the fashion of the time.
I married and did, but if you be remembered, I did not bid you ruin it to the time. I'll have none of it. Make your best of it.
I'll have no bigger. I love the gown. I have never seen a better fashion gown. More quaint, more pleasing, more commendable. Belike, he means to make a puppet of me.
Why, true. He means to make a puppet of thee.
She means you mean to make a puppet of her.
Oh, monstrous arrogance! Thou liest. Thou thread, thou thimble, thou yard, three quarters, half yard, quarter, nail. Away, thou rag, thou remnant. I say that thou hast marred her gown.
Your worship is mistaken. The gown is made just as my master had direction. Our groomer here gave order how it should be done.
I gave him no order. I gave him the stuff.
Yes, but how did you say it should be made?
Marry, sir, with needle and thread. I bid you cut out the gown, but I did not bid him cut it to pieces. Ergo, thou liest.
Why, here is the note of the fashion to testify.
Read it.
The note lies in its throat if he says I said so.
Imprimis, a loose-bodied gown.
Master, if I ever said loose-bodied gown, sew me in the skirts of it and beat me to death with brown thread. I said a gown.
Continue.
With a small compassed cape.
I confess the cape.
With a trunk sleeve.
I confess 2 sleeves.
The sleeves curiously cut.
There's the villain.
Error in the bill, sir! Error in the bill! I commanded the sleeves should be cut out and sewn up again.
This is true that I say. And I had it in a place where thou shouldst know it.
Well, in short, tailor, the gown is not for me.
You are right, sir. It is for my mistress.
Go take it up unto thy master's use.
No, not for thy life. I'll take up my mistress's gown for my master's use.
Why, what's your problem with that?
Sir, the problem is deeper than you know, for take up my mistress's gown for my master's use. Oh, hi.
Hortensia, say thou wilt see the tailor paid. And take it up, I say, and speak no more.
Tailor, I'll pay thee for thy gown tomorrow. Take no unkindness of his hasty words.
Come, my Kate, we shall unto thy father's house, even in these honest mean habiliments. For is it not the mind that makes the body rich? And as the sun breaks through the darkest clouds, so honour appears in the meanest raiment. What? Is the jay more precious than the lark because his feathers are more beautiful? No, sweet Kate, and neither art thou any the less for thy mean array. If thou count'st it shame, lay it on me, therefore frolic. Oi, we shall hence forthwith to sport and feast it at thy father's house. Let us see, it's now some 7 o'clock. We may well be there by lunchtime.
I dare assure you, sir, it is almost 2. And 'twill be supper time ere you go there.
It shall be 7 o'clock ere I go to horse. Sirs, bring it back again. Bring it back. I will not go today. And before I do, it shall be what o'clock I say it is.
Why? So this gallant will command the sun.
Sir, this is the house. Please it you that I call.
Aye, what else? But I be deceived. Senor Baptista may remember me near 20 years ago in Genoa, where we were lodgers at the Pegasus.
'Tis well, and hold your own in any case with such austerity as belongs to a father.
I warrant you. But, sir, here comes your man. 'Twere good he was schooled.
Fear you not me. Sir Biandello, now do your duty thoroughly, I advise you. Imagine it were the right Vincentio.
Faith, fear not me.
But hast thou done now errand to Baptista?
I told him that your father was at Venice and that you look for him this day in Padua.
Thou art a good fellow. Hold thee that to drink. Here comes Baptista. Set your countenance, sir. Signor Baptista, you are happily met.
Sir, this is the gentleman I told you. I pray you stand good father to me now. Give me Bianca for my patrimony.
Oh, soft son. Sir, by your leave, having come to Padua to gather in some debts, my son Lucentio made me acquainted with the weighty cause of love between your daughter and himself, and for the good report I hear of you, and for the love he bears to your daughter, and she to him, and to stay him not too long, I am content in a good father's care to have him matched. And if you please to like no worse than I, upon some agreement, me shall you find ready and willing with one consent to have her so bestowed. For, curious, I cannot be with you, Senor Baptista, of whom I hear so well.
Sir, your plainness and your brevity please me well. Right true it is, your son Lucentio here doth love my daughter, and she loves him. Or both dissemble deeply their affection. Therefore, if you say no more than this, that like a father you will deal with him, and pass my daughter sufficient dower, the match is made and all is done. Your son shall have my daughter with consent.
Thank you, sir. Where then do you know best such assurance be taken, as shall with either part's agreement stand?
Not in my house, Lucentio, for as you know, pitchers have ears, and I have many servants. Besides, old Gremio is hearkening still, and we might be interrupted.
Then at my lodging, and it like you, there doth my father lie, and there this night will pass the business privately and well. Send for your daughter by your servant here. My man shall fetch the clerk presently. The worst is this, that so slender warning we are like to have a thin and slender meal.
It likes me well. Cameo, are you home? And bid Bianca make her ready straight. And if you will, tell what had happened. Petruchio's father's arrived in Padua, and how she'd like to be Lucentio's wife.
Oh, I pray the gods she may with all my heart.
Dally not with the gods, but get thee gone.
Senor Baptista, shall I lead the way?
I follow you. I knew.
Cameo,
What sayest thou, Bunday?
you saw my master wink and laugh upon you?
Yes. What of all that?
Faith nothing, but has left me here behind to expound the meaning or moral of his signs and tokens. Then does Baptista is safe, talking with the deceitful father of a deceitful son.
And what of him?
His daughter is to be taken by you to the supper.
And then?
The old priest of St. Luke's Church is at your command at all hours.
And what of all this?
Oh, I cannot tell. I expect they're busied about some counterfeit assurance. but take your assurance of her. To the church take the priest, clerk, and some sufficient honest witnesses. If this be not that you look for, I have no more to say except bid Bianca farewell forever and a day.
Hearest thou, Bunday?
And now I know I cannot tarry. My master has appointed me to go to St. Luke's to bid the priest be ready when you come with your lady.
I may and will. She will be pleased. If she be so contented. I'll roundly go about her. It shall go hard if Cambion go out her. Come on, in God's name, once more towards our fathers. Good Lord, how bright and goodly shines the moon.
The moon? The sun? It is not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know. It is the sun that shines so bright.
Now it shall be moon or star or what I list before I go into your father's house. Come on, fetch it all back, fetch the cases back. Crossed, evermore crossed, nothing but crossed.
Say as he says or we'll never go.
Forward, I pray, since we have come so far, and be it moon or sun, or what you please to call it a rush candle, henceforth I vow, it shall be so for me.
I say it is the moon.
I know it is the moon.
Then thou liest, it is the blessed sun.
And God be blessed, it is the blessed sun. But sun it is not, and when the moon it is not, it even changes as your mind. What you will have it named, even that it is. So it will be so for Katherina.
Petruchio, go thy ways. Field is won.
Is this not better? This is how things should run, and not unluckily against the grain. Forward! Forward! Soft. My company is coming. Good morrow, fair young maiden. Whither away? Kate, now tell me, and tell me truly too. Hast thou ever beheld a fresher gentlewoman? Oh, that war of red and white within her cheeks, and did ever two stars so bedeck the heavens as those eyes, that heavenly face? Once more, fresh maiden, good day to you. Embrace her, Kate, for her beauty's sake.
And we'll make the man mad to make a woman of him.
Young, budding virgin, fair, fresh and sweet, whither away to thy abode? Happy the parents of so fair a child, happier the man allotted stars to his lovely bedfellow.
Well, how now, Kate? I hope thou art not mad. This is a man.
Oh.
Old, faded, withered, wrinkled, and not a maiden as thou sayest.
Pardon, old father, for my mad mistaking, but my eyes have been so That seems good. Now, I perceive thou art a reverend father. Pardon, dear father, for my mad mistaking.
Do, good old grandsire, and tell us withal which way thou travellest, if along with us we would be joyful of thy company.
My name, sir, is Vincentio. I travel from Padua to Pisa to visit my son.
What is his name, sir?
Lucentio, sir.
Well, happily we are met, and the happier for thy son. Now by law as well as by reverent age I may entitle thee my loving father. The sister of my wife, this gentlewoman. Your son by this hath married. No, look not askance. She is of gentle birth and of worthy dowry besides, and qualified as to seem the betrothed of any noble gentleman. But let me embrace with old Vincentio, and wander along with us, and see thy honest son, who on thy arrival will be full joyous.
And is this true, or was it just another joke?
I do assure thee, father, it is true.
Come along with us and see the truth hereof. I see that our earlier merriment hath made thee suspicious.
Well, Petruchio, this has put me in heart. Have to my widow, and if she be forward, then thou hast taught Hortensio to be untoward.
Softly and swiftly, sir, to the priest is ready.
I'd fly, Bianca. They may chance to need thee at home, therefore leave us.
Nay, I'll see you to the church, and then I'll come back to my master as soon as I can.
I marvel, Cambio comes not all this while.
Here is the house, sir. This is Lucentio's lodgings. Our father's lies more towards the marketplace, and here I must leave you.
But will you take a drink before you go?
They're busy within. You will best knock louder.
Was he that knocks, as he would beat down the gate?
Is Signor Lucentio within?
He's within, sir, but not to be spoken withal.
And what if I bring him £100 to make merry withal?
Keep your £100 to yourself. He shall need none, so long as I live.
Nay, I told you your son was well beloved in Padua. Signor, please tell Signor Lucentio that his father is here, come from Pisa, and at the door to speak to him.
Thou liest. His father is come from Padua, and here, looking out at the door.
Are you his father, then?
Aye, sir. So his mother says, if I may believe her.
Why, sir, this is flat knavery, to take upon you another man's name.
Lay hands on the villain. I believe he means to trick somebody in this city under my countenance.
I've seen them at the church together. Oh, God send them good shipping. Oh, but who is here? It's my old master Vincentio. Now we are undone and brought to nothing.
Come here, you rogue! Come here! What, have you forgotten me already?
Forgot you? How could I forget you? I've never seen you before in all my life.
You! Don't you recognise Vincentio?
What, my old worshipful old master Vincentio? Yeah, you see, there is over there by the door.
Indeed.
How could a madman want to...
Help, son! Help, Senor Baptista!
Good evening, Hector. Let's sit aside and see the end of this controversy.
Sir, what are you that offer to meet my servant?
What am I? What am I? Look, I'm ruined. My son and my servants have spent all my money at university.
How now? What's the matter?
Is the man a lunatic?
Sir, you seem a sober ancient gentleman by your habit. But your words show you're a madman. Why, sir, what concerns it you that I wear pearl and gold? I thank my good father I am able to maintain it.
Your father is a sailmaker from Bergamo.
You mistake, sir. You mistake, sir. Pray, what do you think is his name?
His name? I know very well his name. I brought him up since he was 3 years old. And his name is Tranio.
Away, mad ass! His name is Lucentio, and mine only son and heir to the lands of me, Senor Vincentio.
Why, this is absolutely incredible. He's murdered his master. Arrest him.
Call forth an officer. Carry this mad knave to the jail. Father Baptista, I charge to see that he be forthcoming.
Stay, officer. He shall not go to prison.
Talk not, Senor Gremio. I say he shall go to prison.
Take heed, Senor Baptista, lest you be fooled in this business. I dare swear this is the right Vincentio.
Swear if thou dare.
I dare not swear.
Then thou would best say that I am not Lucentio.
Yes, I know thee to be Signor Lucentio.
Away with the dotard! To the jail with him!
This is monstrous!
We are spoiled in yonder he is. Deny him, forswear him, or else we are ransacked.
Pardon, sweet father.
My son is alive.
Oh, pardon, dear father.
How hast thou offended? Where is Lucentio?
Here's Lucentio. Right son to the right Vincentio. That hath thy marriage made thy daughter mine, while canst have bled thine eyes.
Where is that villain Tranio?
Is not this my cameo?
Cambio is changed into Lucentio.
Love caused these miracles. Bianca's love made me exchange my state with Tranio, while he did bear my countenance in the town, and happily I am arrived unto the wished haven of my bliss.
I'll slit the villain's nose.
But do you hear me, sir? Have you married my daughter without asking my goodwill?
Fair enough, Baptista. But I will go in there and get my revenge.
I too, to sound the depth of this knavery.
Look not pale, Bianca. Thy father will not frown.
My cake is dough, but I'll in among the rest, out of hope of all but my share of the feast.
Husband, let's follow and see the end of this to-do.
First, kiss me, Kate, and then we will.
What? In the midst of the street?
What, art thou ashamed of me?
God forbid. But ashamed to kiss.
Oh, come then, let's go home again. Come on.
No. I will give thee a kiss. Now pray thee, love stain.
Ah, is this not well, my Kate? For better once than never, and never too late.
you, friends all. At last, no long, our jarring notes agree, and time it is to smile at escapes and perils overblown. May it please you, ladies, to grace our hearts, as you grace the very air with your song.
Very well.
My fair Bianca, bid my father welcome, while I with self-same kindness welcome thine. Brother Petruchio, sister Katharina, thou Hortensio and my loving widow. Feast of the best, and welcome to my house. My banquet is to close our stomachs up after a great good cheer.
Hey! Nothing but sit and eat and drink.
Padua affords this kindness, son Petruchio.
Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
For both our sakes, and with that word true.
Now, by my life, Hortensio fears his widow.
Then never trust me if I be a fear.
You are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense. I say Hortensio is afeard of you.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round.
Roundly replied.
I pray, mistress, what do you mean by that? He that is giddy makes the world turn around. I pray, what do you mean by that?
Your husband, being troubled with a shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe. And now you know my meaning.
A very mean meaning.
Right, I mean you.
And I am mean indeed in respect of you.
To her, Kate.
To her, widow.
100 marks, my Kate does put her down.
That's my job.
I spoke like a husband. Here's to thee, lad.
How likes Gremio these quick-witted folks?
Believe me, sir, they butt well together.
Aye, Mrs. Bryden's now awakened yet?
Aye, but not frightened me. Therefore I'll sleep again.
Nay, that you shall not. Since you have begun, let's have it you for a jest or two.
Am I on target? Well, then I shall take cover. You are welcome all.
Oh, she hath escaped me. Signor Tranio. This bird you aimed at, though you hit her not. So, a toast to all those that shot and missed. Hey!
Oh, sir, Lucentio made me run like his greyhound, which runs himself but catches for his master.
A good swift simile, but something dogged.
'Tis well, sir, that you hunted for yourself. 'Tis thought your deer does hold you at bay.
Oh, Petruchio, Tranio hits you now.
I thank thee for that, Tranio.
Confess, hath he not hit you here?
Well, I confess he hath galled me a little, but as the jest did glance away from me, 'tis 10 to 1 it maimed you two outright.
Now, I think in good sadness, son Petruchio, I think thou hast the veriest shrew of all.
Well, I say no, and therefore, for assurance, let us each send for our wives, and she that is most obedient to come when we first call shall win the wager which we shall propose.
Content? Well, what is the wager?
20 crowns?
20 crowns? I'd wager that on my horse or my hound. I'd wager 20 times that on my wife.
1,000 then.
Content!
A match, 'tis done.
Who shall begin?
That will I. Bianca, bid your mistress come to me.
I go.
Anna.
My mistress sends word. She says she is busy and she cannot come.
Anna, she is busy and she cannot come. Is that an answer?
I am the kind one. Pray God your wife send you not a worse.
I hope a better.
Sir Bianca, go to my wife and entreat her to come to me for
entreat. Oh, well then she needs must come.
Oh, I'm afraid, sir, do what you may, yours shall not be entreated. Now.
She says you have some goodly jest in hand. She will not come. She bids you come to her.
Vile, intolerable, not to be endured. Grumia. Go to thy mistress. Tell her I command her to come.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
Well, then the worst fortune mine, and there's an end.
My Shrew. Here comes Katharina.
What is your will that you sent for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They sit conferring by the parlour fire.
Bring them forth now, and should they refuse to come, swinge me them soundly for unto their husbands. And go fetch them straight.
Well, here is a wonder if you talk of a wonder.
'Tis so. I wonder what it bodes.
It bodes peace, it bodes love, it bodes quiet life, and what else other that is good and happy.
Now, fair before thee, son Petruchio. The wager you have won. And I will add to their losses 20,000 crowns. Another dower to another daughter, for she has changed as she had never been.
Well, I hope to win my wager better yet. See where she comes and brings your forward wives as prisoners to a womanly frustration. Kate, that glove becomes you not. Throw it underfoot.
Lord, let me never have a cause to sigh, till I be brought to such a silly pass.
Fie. What foolish duty call you this?
Why would your duty were as foolish too? The wisdom of your duty, fair Bianca, have cost me 1,000 crowns since supper time.
The more fool you for betting on my duty.
Katherina, tell these headstrong women, what duty they do owe to their lords and husbands.
Come, come, you're mocking, we will have no telling.
Come, and first begin with her. Yes.
She shall not.
I say she shall, and first begin with her, yes?
Fine. Unknit that threatening, unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes, to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty, as blots do bite the mead, confounds a whirlwind shake fair buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain, troubled, muddy, ill-seen, thick, bereft of beauty, and while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to take a sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy soul, one that cares for thee, and for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labour, both by sea and land, to watch the nights in storms, the day in cold, whilst liest warm at home, secure and safe, and craves no other tribute at thy hands, but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for such great a debt. Such duty is the subject owes the prince, even such a woman owes to her husband. And what is she? When she is forward, peevish, sullen and sad, and not honest to his will, but a foul contending rebel and graceless traitor to her loving lord. I am ashamed that women are so simple, to offer war where they should kneel for peace, or seek to rule supremacy and sway where they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, and apt to toil and trouble in the world, and that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts? Come, come, you forward, unable words. My mind hath been as big as one of yours. My heart is great, and reason haply more, to bandy word for word, and frown for frown. But now I see, our lances are but straws, our strength is weak, and weak beyond compare, and that seeming to be most, which we indeed least are. Then stop your grief, for it is no good, and place your hand below your husband's foot, as I know he would do for me, in token of which duty, if he please, my hand is ready. May it do him ease.
Now there's a wench. Come kiss me, Kate.
Thou shalt have it.
'Tis a good hearing when children are toward,
but a harsh hearing when women are forward.
Well, come, Kate, we'll to bed. We three are married, but you two are sped. 'Twas I won the wager, though 'twas hardly a fight, and being the winner, God give you good night.
And everything was very
Is just a bowl of cherries. Don't be so serious, life's too mysterious. You work, you save, you worry so, but you can't take your dough when you go, go, go. So keep repeating it's the berries. The strongest oak must fall. The sweet things in life to you are just loans. So how can you lose what you've never owned? Life is just a bowl of cherries. So live and laugh at it all.